lot of plastic surgery focuses on the physical changes that we're able to make certainly with cosmetic plastic surgery. Not a lot of attention is paid to the psychological and emotional changes that patients go through after surgery. And so this video, I really want to sit and discuss some of those changes and how those changes affect your postoperative recovery. Immediately after surgery, most patients are relieved to have made it through, and you feel a little run down, but overall the first day don't feel terrible. When a little bit of doubt starts to creep in is that day after surgery, the next day, because for the first 72 hours after plastic surgery, after any surgery really, your swelling, bruising, discomfort tends to get a little bit worse each day until that third day. After that third day is when we see things start to improve. The swelling starts to come down. Your discomfort starts to ease up a little bit if you've had any pain with your procedure. The first week after surgery is really difficult, honestly. It can be very hard for some patients because you can't really do much. You're in this early recovery phase where you don't feel like getting out and doing much. If you've had facial surgery or tummy tuck surgery, you're going to be slow to get up and get around. And all of that sitting, all of that boredom, time with really nothing to do, leaves time for a lot of self-doubt to start creeping in. And that's when patients start to really question whether their choice to have elective plastic surgery is a good one. After the first week of recovery, after having had surgery, you think that things are going to magically start to get better. And physically, you do start to improve. The swelling has started to go away. The bruising, if there is any bruising, has started to resolve. And you feel like things should be getting better. And this is really when some of the psychological part of recovery can start to be challenging, because you look in the mirror and the reflection that you're seeing in the mirror doesn't match the image you had in your mind of what you looked like before your surgery. There's been a shift in what that reflection is, and that can be very challenging for people to deal with, especially if we're talking about patients who have had facial surgery. The next phase of recovery is really broken up between 3 weeks and 3 months. And during this time, you're starting to cope with your new physical identity. It's starting to become more you. And the problem with that is that while that's really healthy and beneficial, is that there's still swelling. There's still healing that needs to take place. And so your final result isn't quite visible yet. And in some cases, specifically with some breast surgeries where we're using implants, those implants haven't had a chance to soften and drop a little bit. There's still going to be swelling around abdominoplasty sites, especially if we've done some liposuction. And you look in the mirror and think, this isn't really that great. My result's not really what I thought it would be, and I'm not sure I really like it that much. And that is a very normal process to go through as you're healing. And swelling and things like that take a long time to resolve. It's a very slow process. You're not going to see the incremental improvements that you make day in and day out during that first 3-month span. You'll see a big difference in there, but because it happens slowly, you're not going to be able to appreciate that until you really get a chance to look back at the before and after pictures. The last phase of the emotional recovery from plastic surgery really happens after 3 months, in that 3-month to 1 year span, when all of that healing is taking place. It takes about a year for everything to fully heal, no matter what surgery you're having. And in that time, certainly after 3 months, your result is really starting to become apparent. You like what you see in the mirror, and that result just continues to get incrementally better over that next 9-month span. Please let us know in the comments below or shoot us an email if you have any questions, and thanks for watching.